Natural 20.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a
Fucking DuckTales. If you were a kid growing up in the 80s, this TV show is permanently imprinted on your brain. It's the song.
DuckTales. Woo. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo.
The NES game is another side-scroller, which is what the original Nintendo Entertainment System did best.
Are you watching DuckTales? I used to love that show. I used to wear a bow in my hair, and I wanted to be like Webby. And my parents even took me to the movies for my birthday one year, and the song gets stuck in your head, and I would come home and...
I'm doing another game review.
Oh, the game! I loved that game. I used to be really good at it, too. But wait, it's only one player.
Right, so I'm going to do this one by myself. I mean, it's only one player, like you said.
Wait, what? I thought I did really well last time, and I'm damn good at that game, and I bet you've never even played it before, have you?
Well, no, but how hard can it be? I mean, it's a platform game. I've been beating platform games for 20 years now.
But who will you talk shit about the game to if I'm not there? And I'm not just going to sit there and watch you play, so you might as well just accept the fact that we're doing this together again.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll switch off or something. Now can I finish the intro?
Yeah. Finish your released in September 1989 to critical acclaim, selling more than 1.67 million copies over its lifetime. Crap. Let me know when we're going to play.
Anyway, the plot goes that you're Scrooge McDuck, out to make some more money by traveling across the globe and collecting treasures from different locations, which is pretty standard for this kind of thing. Key personnel from the original Mega Man series developed the NES Ducktales game, and it shows in some of the graphics design and general feel. It sold over 1.5 million copies and is the 18th best-selling NES game of all time. It was popular enough that a sequel was developed in 1993, creatively titled DuckTales 2. But the best testament to the legacy of a children's TV show that produced its last episode in 1990 is a 2013 remake called DuckTales Remastered for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii.
Not ponytails or counting tails, no DuckTales. Woo.
I've been beating platform games for 20 years now. Oh, no!
That's not fair.
Get the move! Jesus. Maybe he doesn't own this part of the movie.
Damn it!
That's what happens when you talk shit. Jesus!
Damn it!
Come on, fuck!
You bastards.
Oh, fuck you, game!
Oh, come on! You stupid son of a bitch.
You was told.
Ja.
Fuck!
Not just
Oh, game over now. So that's it, huh?
The end.
Alright, well, that was a fun review. I don't know what to say about this shit, man.
You say let's play this again.
Yeah, let's just play it all the time.
I just love this game. What do you think the difference between easy, normal, and difficult is?
They're different difficulty settings. Yeah, we're not doing another dance.
But you were
DuckTales.
so cute with your dance last time.
I know.
I like how the map that they have has absolutely no relationship to where everything actually is.
That is pretty funny. Like maybe in the McDuck universe.
Yeah, it's all like Pangea'd.
An infinite number of monkeys fucking showed up in a goddamn DuckTales game. What is it with us and monkeys lately?
Snake!
Jesus, can we do a non-monkey themed game in the future?
Snake! Snake!
I'm gonna tell you, I learned a lot about ducks today.
Did you? What else have you learned about ducks?
Like, I learned that ducks don't have a sphincter. I don't know if you know that. That means when it's time for a duck to take a shit, what happens is the shit just kind of comes out, like most birds. Just all over the place.
Well.
I also learned that ducks are rapists.
They're rapists?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I heard the story about the Ig Nobel Prize. A scientist did an entire study on a duck who was not only homosexual, he was trying to do another duck. Or another male duck, apparently.
Apparently there's a lot of homosexuality among ducks.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
But it was a dead duck.
So he was a necrophiliac homosexual.
Yes!
Boy, that's exciting.
Like the duck had come in and hit the office window, like the duck had flown into the office window. And when they went to go check on it, another duck had come up and was trying to fuck it.
Well, like you do. Dude, ducks are gross. Like if I were trying to design a character for a children's show, it would not be a duck.
Well,
I'm just saying.
have you ever seen a cow up close? You really can't find a barnyard animal that's really all that great.
In the heart of Transylvania, in the vampire hall of fame, yeah, there's not a vampire any other. He won't bite beast or man, cause he's a vegetarian again, and things never run.
Hey, who has more money, Scrooge McDuck or Bruce Wayne?
Scrooge McDuck, I would say.
Huh.
Who's got better assets? I would put that on Bruce Wayne.
Well, depends on what kind of assets you're talking about. Yeah, Bruce Wayne has the advantage of being a human man.
You will never find it, sir.
We block the escape.
Where is my son?
Oh, well, I need a key, you little shit. Thanks. You know what? Them fucking kids are just as helpful as goddamn Cranky Kong. They tell you a bunch of stupid shit that you don't need to know that you could have figured out on your own. You know, people talk shit about Scrooge McDuck, like where he does the thing where he does the dive into the swimming pool. Like, oh, well, it's gold and it's too hard and he'd break his nose and this and that. Well, that's true, but I saw a movie where a guy had a bodyboard, like a metal one, and he surfed a river of molten gold.
Nice.
So maybe we just don't know enough about the way physics works.
I think that the problem is we haven't gotten enough gold consolidated in an area to really perform power experiments.
So
I
you're
volunteer for this.
So you're saying we just don't have enough, like a big enough sample size?
That's what it is, really. I mean,
Gold in large enough quantities is perfectly safe,
I would think
is
so.
what you're trying to say. Alright, that makes sense.
I mean, I think the physics probably change.
Sure. If there's anything that's inconsistent, it's the laws of physics.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, the slug killed me.
Was it a poisonous slug? No.
Probably not. I think it was just a regular ass goofy fucking slug.
Like
And
the
that was
googly
it.
eyes and stuff.
Yeah, with the googly eyes. That slug makes the googly eyes.
Death by
Bunnies?
surprise. I don't know.
I mean, okay, let's count how many things are wrong here. Right? For one, Scrooge McDuck is a duck, okay? He's a fucking duck. They live in the water in relatively wet climes. And he's sitting here in the Himalayas. The Himalayas, the tallest mountain range on planet Earth that's, not in the sea. And he's fighting goddamn goats and shit. And there's bunny rabbits in the snow. Bunny rabbits in the snow! And he's dying because the bunny rabbits are burrowing through the snow like Bugs Bunny on his way to Albuquerque and coming up from under the ground and fucking biting him. Does that make any sense?
I didn't think the bunnies were, like,
Look
are they
at these goddamn
natural
like
predators?
jackrabbits, man. Scrooge McDuck is like, seriously, he's 3 times as tall as those bunny rabbits. Like, exactly what are they doing that's killing him? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. And then you have mountain goats falling out of the sky. Look at this shit. Mountain goats just jumping out of the heavens, like ready to attack you.
Ha! I got past it.
He's totally gonna respawn. You know that?
Yes, I know.
You know, man, I have more fun singing the theme song than fucking playing this goddamn game. I mean, Jesus Christ, does it need to be this fucking hard? I'm gonna have to... I want to beat one of these stages. Just one. Can we beat one stage? Christ.
You know what he needs? He needs a gun.
Who's that, Scrooge?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. You tell me he can't afford a goddamn gun? I'd love to be in here blowing away these fucking rabbits. That'd be awesome.
And
That's
he would
how you-
have an amazing arsenal.
Oh yeah. He could be Batman in real life, only if Batman were a duck.
Phew.
Except it wouldn't be real life either, because, you know, it's a fucking anthropomorphic duck. I'm just saying.
Alright. Let's try the moon.
Yeah, chew on the moon.
What do you get on the moon?
Straight to the moon!
Really? A
Probably
honeymoon
goddamn.
reference?
Oh look!
You
hey, green cheese!
Green cheese!
How exciting! Like in one of them it's a crown, and then it's a scepter, and then, but on the moon you get some fucking cheese, and it's moldy ass cheese too.
Oh, so he only owns part of the moon?
Maybe he only owns like this part, like, or like not this part. Maybe he owns like all of it but this part, and that's why he's here.
I
To
see.
like cement his control over the moon.
It was
Maybe
a
that's
hard
why.
fought battle. Wisconsin really, really wanted it. Cheese, you know.
Right. So lame. All the other stages you're getting fucking, you know, scepters and shit. And this one, what is it? You're getting cheese?
Cheese. And a UFO key.
Thanks. Huey, Dewey, whichever one you are.
Hey, you remember all of them? You remember the little girl?
Fucking Slapnut.
Slapnut. That's her name?
Yeah. Oh no, it's, Drippy. I remember.
Really? You didn't go for Gooey?
Oh, either one.
So the difficulty level on this game, how would you rate it?
I would rate it frustrating. I mean, sure, if you've been playing for years and you know where all the problems and hazards and stuff are, if you've got hundreds of hours behind you, like, practicing your way through these stages, then yeah, you can probably get through it without any problem, because you know exactly where to jump and where to duck and where to turn and all that shit. It's like a goddamn dance. But like a lot of these old games, it's all memorization puzzles. That's all it is. You're trying to memorize the correct sequence of jumps, ducks, attacks, whatever, to get through the stage, and you can't do that your first time through. You can't do it your 100th time through. You've got to fucking just keep doing it over and over and over again until, you know, you just run out of patience. While DuckTales remains a pretty title, the enjoyment is marred by a series of flaws in the design and the gameplay, which proves that better graphics don't make a better game. From a conceptual standpoint, there's nothing special here. It's a straightforward jump around and land on guide's idea, which had been done to death even in 1990. The control really butchers it though. Learning to control the pogo stick cane and bouncing on enemies can be fun, but trying to guide Scrooge in midair takes a lot of practice. Like I say, it's a good-looking NES game that does a really great job adapting the theme song from the show, so let's give it credit for attention to detail. It really does look like you could be on a more powerful system at times, and the characters are all fully realized and recognizable. The difficulty is really silly though. The entire thing is about memorization and timing. about leaps of faith, about learning patterns like jump, jump, duck, swing, pogo, pogo, by rote and trial and error. With enough investment into practice, you could become fluid enough to breeze through. But I don't feel any sense of accomplishment when I finish a level. I feel like they just wasted my time. The replay value is decent, there's a lot of variety and 3 different endings, which was pretty high for the time, and I enjoy hearing the 8-bit rendition of the theme song enough to play it again. Overall, a very average title worth a meh rating. Its one real recommendation is it could be a lot worse. On a final note, the game that we ended up playing was full of glitches and graphical flaws. Whether this was specific to our copy of the game or to all copies, I'm not sure, but it made it very difficult to enjoy.
My game-playing childhood was fairly limited as a consequence of having 2 brothers who hogged the Nintendo as soon as they got home and wouldn't relinquish it until bedtime. This changed when we got the DuckTales Nintendo cartridge and I got to play along with the boys. But, like so many of my pop culture childhood memories, this one was most definitely rose-tinted. The side-scrolling jumping game concept is only slightly improved by the non-linear fashion of the levels, though that adds to player confusion as well. As far as the controls, either my dexterity scores dropped significantly since I was a kid, which I don't doubt, or the controls are a lot more difficult than I remember. Jumping is a nightmare, especially with the pogo move. The slightest D-pad twitch drops you off of a cliff, and when you want to move fast, the game decides it's not ready to commit to your decision. The graphics are standard for the era, the genre, and the source, nothing terribly exciting or outstanding. Even the music, after the initial nostalgia-inducing song, is repetitive and saccharine to the point of wanting to mute it to play. The game proves difficult, and perhaps this is a trade-off the designers made in order to only have to build 5 levels. The real difficulty lays in the player only having 3 lives and having to restart over and over without a way to save level progress, as well as the constantly and rapidly respawning enemies. And finally, though this game was a cherished part of my childhood, the golden glow of nostalgia has dulled, and it will be a good long while before I journey back to Scrooge, the Boys, and Launchpad. This game gets a resounding and echoing meh from me.